Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, and Kenan Memorial Stadium, home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. And basketball may be in the blood, but football is certainly in the soul. Today, two teams collide in an old-fashioned SEC showdown. As we'll see, the Clemson Tigers taking on the 15th-ranked team in the land, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. And this game will start with a kickoff going out of bounds. And tremendous opening field position. The offense will have... First time out of the half. Line gets set, first down.
Cut. Come on, set.
He's gonna pass. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Got some room to run. The 10. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. He'll bring it out. It's Abraham. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, and I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Using the quick game. Oh, he gave him a dead leg. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. And the Tar Heels headed quickly to the line. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Fast motion from the offense. Little touch pass to the receiver. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Gets it out quickly. Open space at the 25. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
The Tar Heels have it with a first and goal. He'll just keep slinging it. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now, guys. Of course, we're only in the first quarter. This guy's already thrown one pick. He should have thrown his second right there.
Okay, can the D deny them on second and goal? Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we've got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal.
They'll run it on third and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so love to see him get that opportunity to maybe punch one in here.
Trying to barge in. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
And how about the defense coming up big on fourth and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Defense has him pinned back, and listen to this crowd roar. From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. Got his man downfield. He's loose. The 30, at the 20. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away.
Kick this one away.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They'll throw it on first down. Extending the play. Going to try to get it himself. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds. And the Tar Heels in the hurry-up. Hand off from the shotgun. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
3rd inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop, and you better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
Quarterback checking the play. Wants to throw on first down. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this defense has been outstanding in coverage early in this game. We're just in the first quarter. Of course, they already have an interception. They should have had their second right there.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. And they're not on the same page there. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Here's the handoff. Smashes through. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. This Tiger running game starting to show some juice, sort of a C.J. Spiller type of feel.
Yeah, and it doesn't always hit you early. It doesn't always hit you on the first possession, but I do think they've done a good job over the years, Clemson, with sticking with the run game, creating that balance.
Flying down the left side. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Tiger. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's putting the college football world on notice.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Missouri was able to finish off a close one in Columbia. They did just enough both offensively and defensively to come away with the dub. Hey, survive and advance. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Quarterback will audible. Snapped it in the shotgun. Throwing right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. He's looking to throw. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His third interception. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
Number 7.
And stop it. How about back-to-back weeks with pick sixes? This guy is now making plays, not just for his defense. He's scoring points, and I promise you the locker room is a lot of fun. Mr. Pick Six, he's going to get a lot of congratulations and a lot of accolades this week.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. Coming out with it, it's Abraham. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster.
And I think they learned what not to do. I mean, this has been an abject disaster. They haven't done anything right, offense, defense. Palmer, this one's ugly, and it's still early.
Yeah, I'd normally say, well, it's first quarter, just don't worry about it, there's time, but this is the worst start you possibly could have had. So they need to score a touchdown right here.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. The Tar Heels want to pick up the tempo.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Going up top on first down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Second down coming up. Wide receiver now comes in motion. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover.
Okay,
Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And I really like when offenses attack over the middle of the field. Between the linebackers and the safeties, there's usually a soft area that you can usually have some success. And really nice job by this offense taking advantage of those areas.
He'll come out throwing on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Couldn't connect on that last play. Now 2nd and 10 from the 42. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Three straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again.
Let's go! Tuna!
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Fires to the middle. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity for the offense. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The offense lining up for a first down play.
Get set, get set.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right, and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Pulls and fires complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
And the pass is incomplete, and we've wrapped up one quarter.
28, North Carolina, 0.
Clemson will send the punt team out.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Bringing it back, it's Page. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to...
He unleashes a long one. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down.
We've seen a lot of good hands in the back end of this defense in this game. They've got multiple interceptions. That was not a good example, though. That should have been another one, but they say people play defense for a reason.
That last incompletion leaves them with 2nd and 10 from the 21. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Quick completion to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Tar Heels want to crank the tempo. Motion from the offense. Got his man down the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He's got his man. At the 40, there he goes. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. And the Tar Heels look to keep this drive humming. Now on the option. He'll toss it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Western Michigan is in front. They've been impressive today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is not a given. They're up by 7 over TCU. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he could not get loose on the run.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's not going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs. The fake doesn't work.
Well, they were trying to get clever. They thought they had the right look for that fake punt, but give the defense a lot of credit. They were expecting it.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Trying to find his man on first down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The Tar Heels are in the hurry up.
Brings up second down.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on third and long. Wide receiver shows motion.
Gorilla, Gorilla. Dino, Dino. Gorilla. Gaucho.
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here on third down.
Set.
Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Pocket starts to collapse. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Oh, he missed it. No good. Couldn't find the range on the field goal, couldn't cut into the deficit, and they are still down by 21.
North Carolina, 7.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Working on the right. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Clemson. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Number 15.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Ready to try the point after.
For the extra point.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Returner runs out of bounds.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Quarterback checking off. On second down, wants to throw it. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. And the Tar Heels racing to the line in a hurry up.
Denver. Go, Highland.
Third down play from the gun. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The Tar Heels will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up the big return.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
29 Philly.
Give to the running back. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Green 25.
Just when they're looking run, now up top. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Poole. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down.
Well, they pick up the 1st against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball is going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
The score, Clemson 35, North Carolina 7.
And the Tar Heels will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28.
Will take over 1st and 10.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense.
Fire!
He'll start this drive firing. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Defense playing a bail technique. On second down, just keeps firing. He's going to run it. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously you don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. Clemson will send the punt team out. You may keep that punt rush honest after completing a pass earlier. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive, so someone's going to have to step up and make the play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards, get some first downs, get some positive momentum.
Comes out throwing on first down. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see.
Terrier! Lion! Lion! Hornet!
Looking to throw on second down. He's got him this time. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Tar Heels moving quickly to the line.
Squirrel! Squirrel! Flip! Flip! Acorn! Acorn! Pilot! Pilot!
He wants to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust.
Tuna! Hawk! Arrow! Griffin!
Looking to throw it again. Caught over the middle. It's Tootin. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Dino!
They'll throw it on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
On the ready?
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback changing the plays at the line.
Hawk! Hawk!
Wants to fire on second down. Looking left. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. And the Tar Heels getting set on 1st and 10.
Griffin! Griffin! Go! Timber! Timber!
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue! Cut it! Cut it!
Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Ready up!
This offense has a second down play.
Ringo! Ringo! Ready!
From the shotgun, they'll run it. There to stop him after a pickup of 3. It's down to the 15.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Igloo! Igloo! Gorilla! Gorilla!
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Dino! Dino! Gorilla! Gaucho! Tuna! Tuna! Terrier! Terrier!
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. The delay of game pushes the offense back. On first down, here comes this offense.
Moves! Alert!
Now they'll run it to the right here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
Now the play fake. Coming after it. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's cut.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
On the move, it's Page. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Looking to move it through the air. And the throw out to the sideline took just a few yards. The Tar Heels will hustle to the line. Quarterback checking the play.
Ready, go! Squirrel!
On second down, he'll let it fly. Makes the catch. It's Etienne. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
One final play before the end of the quarter.
Green 25. Logger! Logger! Terrier! Lion! Lion! Hornet!
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Looking to take a shot. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the third quarter. Fourth quarter is coming up.
Clemson, 35. North Carolina, 7.
On the ready.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break.
Ready. Go! Go!
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down.
Acorn! Ready.
Back to the air one more time. And that pass is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Offense set on first down.
Jackrabbit!
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to him. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. With the catch, it's Bacon. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
6-yard line. Brings up 4th down.
So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away.
Punts it away.
He'll call for the fair catch here. defensive back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Quarterback will audible.
Tuna. Go. Off.
Looking to go up top on first down. Quick strike complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Tar Heels come to the line in the hurry-up.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Going for the big play. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Got room on the return. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Tigers. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Western Michigan is in front. They've been impressive today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is not a given. They're up by 7 over TCU. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Unloads to the wideout. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the fourth quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got the quick pass. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
On third down, going up top. Unloads it left. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers.
And linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. Let's see what he can do with the return. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
The Tar Heels want to move quickly.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Lost one deep down the right side. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Looking for more room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Working the middle, it's complete.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
Well, that didn't bust for a long one, but now 3rd down becomes very manageable. It's not 3rd in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. Nothing but headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And the beatdown has ensued.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
They'll run it from the gun. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll put the tight end in motion. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. And the Tar Heels headed quickly to the line. On 2nd down, looking to throw. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance. After getting nothing on the last play, will they try to throw it into the end zone on 3rd down? The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The 8th play of the drive coming. You'd hate to settle for a field goal. It's 3rd and goal. Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. With a virtually insurmountable deficit this late in the game, might as well try to put a little window dressing on it. They'll go for it, 4th and goal. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll run play action. Using his legs to buy some time. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
From the gun, running back gets to give. And he is stopped at the line of scrimmage. Clock is all zeros, and time has expired here.